what they're planning in the background. How's it going to pan out? So we're going to do a targeted individuals tarot reading. If you're new here, I'm Richard, aka the Urban Warlock of Urban Warlock Healing, and I do my tarot a little bit differently. So this is targeted individuals reading. If you want a personalised one, if you're a TI, they are available. There's going to be a few less cards in the ones you pay for. It's 8 cards per spread. These are going to be a bit longer just to give us a bit more scope for the content, okay? If you want a personalised reading or if you want to book video chat with me, just hop down to the video description. You can find my Beacons AR link in there. You can get yours today. Right, so what's going off in the background? Okay, I'm using my Gothic deck because I like to go a little bit left field with these ones. So there's some plots in the background, some idea that is yet to be revealed, and we're going to try and unpick it. What's the intention behind that? What's going to happen? Right, Ace of Wands in the reverse. What's that? 7 of Cups in the reverse. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Cups. Page of Swords. Right, so Wands, fire action, Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So in this deck, you've got the hand grasping for the wand. It feels like you're supposed to be leveling up. You're supposed to be grabbing that wand, so to speak, metaphorically speaking. And the plan here is to stop you from grasping that, okay? Because I feel like you might be on a bit of a decent run at the moment, but I think that you're meant for so much more, okay? And these attackers, they know that. So they're trying, because you might not, if like me, you don't really know where things are going, moving forwards. I think, that your attackers, they might not know specifically, but they know you're supposed to be going on some kind of greatness. Because we then got the 7 of Cups in the reverse, Cups, water, emotions. So this talks about an abundance of opportunities on an emotional level. It can talk about your manifestations and your wish fulfillment. So it's almost like you're supposed to get this Ace of Wands. You're supposed to get this key of some sort to unlock the 7 of Cups, and they're trying to stop you. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what investing our time, efforts, and energies in. So this is about balance, okay? Okay, it's in the reverse position. So they're going to try and throw you off balance here. Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups on this deck, if you look, it's a little bit like a kind of poisoned chalice, and the hand's coming out, and it's almost like they're going to present something, they're going to reveal something, they're going to put something out there, and it's designed for you to take the bait, okay, take the trap. Page of Swords, swords are where we think words we use. So in this deck, the Page of Swords is a little bit of a, I don't know, it's got the glowing eyes out. It's got a little bit of a kind of watcher type feel to it. It's got a little bit of a kind of, they want you to take this poison chalice, and then they're going to sit back and they're going to watch. They're going to be on the fake account, snooping, keeping an eye on you. Let's continue. Knight of Cups. The World in the reverse. 10 of Wands. Judgment in the reverse. Right, so Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups talks about an offer. So this knight's riding in on the horse with the cup. Yeah, what it feels like is it's almost like that they're wanting you to come kind of riding in with this cup to kind of give someone or some other people an offer of some sort, and it's going to put you in the World in the reverse, last of the major arcanas. It's going to keep you trapped in this old cycle. You're supposed to be going on to a new cycle. 10 of Wands, this is a release card. Okay, Wands, fire action, 10's completion card. So it's almost like giving up or releasing your true quest, which is about getting this Ace of Wands. And then Judgment in the reverse position, not judging yourself worthy of more, or they can then delay or destiny swap some judgment they're supposed to be receiving. Continue. 7 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Right, so 7 of Wands. So this is about, generally speaking, about standing your ground. Okay, they want you to keep. They want you to keep pushing back. They want you to keep fighting them. Okay, that will then Two of Pentacles. I know we've not got the Infinity Loop here, but on the standard Rider-Waite, you've got the Infinity Loop, which indicates some kind of karmic cycle. Okay, Nine of Wands, 9 reflection cards. Now on this deck, you got the chap in the centre, and then the lightning bolts coming down. It feels like it's about taking some power away from you. Now, I know they're not gates, but on this, as I looked down, it was almost like opening up some kind of gates of some sort. Let's continue. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So, Queen of Wands in the reverse. So the Queen of Wands in the upright position's in the feminine power. She knows her worth and value. She doesn't chase, she attracts. You want this, you come and get it. But you turn it right. No pages, no knights. Only an upright king's offer will do. Reverse position, it's generally what we call toxic feminine energy. Backing down, rolling over. Now, because of the type of reading this is, the Queen of Wands can often talk about being a bit into kind of like strong, powerful witchcraft and stuff like that. With having the Nine of Wands there and that kind of lightning bolt coming down, it's almost like they want to try and steal your power. They want to knock your confidence and steal your power. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So we call this guy the banker. He's the investment card of the investment suit. Okay, so investing in yourself. Reverse position, not doing that. No longer investing in yourself. Overall outcome card. Ten of Cups. 10's completion cards. Okay, so this often talks about manifestations, wish fulfillments, whatever it is that you're trying to get, your kind of emotional happy ever after. Okay, they're wanting to steal that from you. Obstacles or blockages. What's that? King of Swords in the reverse. So this represents you. So the King of Swords in the reverse position is not a very good ruler. He's in his head. He over-questions things. He can say nasty things on occasion. Removing any blockages. Two of Cups, my favourite card. I'm a Taurus, I'm ruled by Venus, I love love. This is Divine Counterparts card. Doesn't have to be love-based. It can be about finding that union, going on to that perfect match situation, whatever it is that you're supposed to be going on to. So, yeah. It's got a semi-destiny swapping energy to it here. I don't think that that's necessarily the full long-term game as such, but it does feel very much like they're wanting to keep you trapped and looping, which is what the powers that be are kind of doing in the grand scheme of things at the moment. So it's about being aware of that, being aware that whatever this plan is that's going to get revealed, they're wanting to keep you stuck. They're wanting to stop you from going on to your destiny, because it's almost like you've made the choice to walk away from something. You've made the choice to go in your own direction, and by and large you've done that. And it's almost like, surprise motherfucker, we're doing this now, or this is what's coming out, and it's designed to tempt you back in. It's designed to tempt you to react in some way, to pull you into an old energy, an old timeline. Okay. So that's the intention with whatever this is that they're planning in the background. So let's go on to the divination room. Okay, I normally set these up to 6 months, doesn't have to go that far, but we'll see what comes out. Right, good shuffle. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel whilst you're here, please. Don't forget to comment on the video and give it a like. And like I say, if you want a personalised reading, they are available. Right, let's have a look. Oh, and do follow me on my other socials as well, please, people. You can find slightly different content across on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. Right. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Cups in the reverse. What's that? High Priestess in the reverse. Eight of Swords. Hermit. Right, so Seven of Swords in the reverse. So I love this card because it's got the puppeteer in the swords. Beyond the puppet, it's the puppeteer behind the curtain. It's in the reverse position. So I think what's going to happen here is that you've watched this reading, you've gone, right, I'm not going to get played. I'm going to get played by the organ grinder. Okay, I'm no longer prepared to be the monkey. So it's not going to really work in that sense. Okay. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so I'm gonna say this is your attackers. Okay, so they're kind of in this questioning energy of, you know, is there more I can do, etc., etc. And the answer's no. You know, that they're not going to be able to go forwards with their plan, because in this deck, the character, I mean, looking from a distance, don't get me wrong, but, you know, because this card's normally about walking away, you know, so holding on to something. So it's almost like they can't walk towards that destiny that they've set in place. They're stuck, they're on hold. High Priestess in the reverse. So the High Priestess is one of the Divine Feminine. She's Divine Feminine on a more spiritual based level. She normally represents duality, connection with spirit, intuition. It's in the reverse position. So I kind of feel a little bit like that psychic connection, that psychic link that they've been using to their advantage, is going to be cut off. And that's going to lead them in the Eight of Swords. Blindfolded, wandering through this Valley of Swords. Okay, their psychic sight, that internal guidance is getting switched off. Okay, we then got the Hermit. Now the Hermit in this card looks a bit like the Grim Reaper. So I think they might start getting stalked down by some kind of dark entity, for want of a better phrase. Potentially the Angel of Death. We'll see. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Six Pentacles. Right, so Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is a collaboration card of sorts. So this involves, I mean, it could involve three people in total. It could involve more than that. Right, it's in the reverse position. So because this person or people in this case get switched off from that kind of internal connection, that internal guidance that they've been relying on, yeah, there's gonna start to be falling out between this coven, and they're gonna start turning on each other. They're gonna start thinking about themselves. Now the problem is, when you surround yourselves by liars and thieves, when the doodah hits the fan, you can't trust them. They're going to turn on you like that. They're going to put themselves first. They're going to put their self-preservation over yours. So this is why when things don't go to plan with collectives like this, these covens, etc., they start turning on each other. You know, if you're a good, honest, true person and something goes wrong, you'll still support each other. You'll support the people around you. And if they're honest, true people, they'll support you as well. Like I say, if you're just hell-bent on power, greed, corruption, control, then you surround yourself with people in that same energy. Nothing more, nothing less. And at times, when times are tough, they can't be trusted. They'll just think about themselves, and that's what's happening. Meanwhile, Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to go on to some kind of energetic or financial abundance, and you'll be able to look back at this period of time in your life and reflect on how, you know, you did everything that you could do. There was nothing more that you could do. There was nothing that you did wrong, you know. And that's when it's going to unlock the Seven of Cups, your abundance. Okay. Six of Pentacles back in the upright position. So any attempts to disrupt your balance might have a little bit of an effect for a period of time, but it's not going to work overall. Let's continue. King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Right, so King of Pentacles, I'm going to say that's you. So stepping up into that masculine power, sitting on that throne, knowing who the F you are. That's then going to allow you to grab that key of destiny in the Ace of Wands. And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like this could be your feminine energies. And it's about kind of pulling that energy back, not giving away to people so easily anymore. Because I think this collective's a good person. I think that potentially you've struggled with people pleasing in the past. I think you're probably over the people pleasing as a rule of thumb. But I think there's still a bit of a tendency to want to kind of help other people out and put put their needs above yours. So it's about kind of pulling that back now. Let's continue. Right, 6 of Wands in the reverse. The World card, right? So 6 of Wands in the reverse. So you've got the Dark Rider there riding in. So this often talks about kind of not winning the battle yet, but kind of still fighting on. I think this is your attackers. They're not they're not going to be able to come after you anymore because they're being hunted down by the Angel of Death. World card, that's going to allow you to actually close down this cycle. Overall outcome card. Sun card, most positive card in the deck. You're getting your Sun card in around about 6 months' time once this cycle closes. Obstacles or blockages. Page of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I feel like there's still going to be some monitoring going on. So just be mindful of that. Okay, because pages are messengers. Removing any blockages. Yeah, Page of Swords in the reverse position. So what it feels like is with the Page of Swords, they feel like they're directly connected to these main protagonists who are kind of going to be crumbling and falling apart within the next couple of months. It feels like there's another group or faction who might not be directly linked to this that are going to be monitoring you as well. So just be mindful of that. You know, you might be closing down this cycle, but it's kind of new levels, new devils type energy. So yeah, you're going to be perfectly fine. These people, their plan's not going to work. You're not going to rise to it, and it's going to start falling apart for them from there. Meanwhile, you're going on to success, abundance, and your Sun card, so nothing to worry about. So if that resonated, like I say, don't forget to claim it in the comments for me, please, people. Subscribe to me whilst you're here and give me a like. If you want a personalised reading, drop down to the video description. Beacon's AI link. Get your same-day guaranteed readings from £10. Psychic Spinal targets individuals reading 25, or book phone and video chat with me from £25 as well. Good luck out there. Ta-ta.